Hello and welcome to another episode of the After School Special. I'm Avik.
And I'm Ian.
And welcome, guys. I'm really looking forward to this episode because we got some exciting stuff to talk about.
Really exciting.
Really excited.
Oh my god, it's really exciting.
Maybe because we're both so excited, we should just go ahead and start with the obvious here. I did pick the wrong team. You did pick the right team. Do you want to explain what that is?
Oh my god. My feels like my child has just won like a state championship.
Give him a second. His child has just graduated high school and has become a full NFL team, one with a storied history.
I'm gonna go on so many just impassioned tangents today. Oh my god,
you deserve it, man.
Let's just the Panthers.
It's been since Jake Delhomme since you've had
Panthers. The Panthers are in the Super Bowl. We made it,
you guys. You made it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm going to say that a lot today because it's just,
oh, God.
It's a relief. I mean, I've never felt this before.
You think they're relieved too?
I think so. I mean, actually, you know what? Did you see Cam Cam went out to a bar last night? He went out to a club in Charlotte.
Cam, what?
Charles Johnson bought shots for the entire club.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Cam, you know what? Celebrate. Do it. You got a long time till the Super Bowl.
I know.
I
need the time. Yeah. I need that 1 week break. I need the comedy of the Pro Bowl.
Oh my God, who watches the Pro Bowl anymore? Can we talk about that for a second?
Nobody.
Because I don't know the last time I watched it. I think one time, the last time I watched it, I was at my grandparents' house, and it's literally because nothing else was on, and I was just a bored kid without a smartphone at the time.
It's like that or Ellen. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They should run reruns of the Pro Bowl just at 12 noon.
That's a good idea.
On weekdays.
You might pull some viewers. Stay-at-home dads or something.
Okay, well let's get right into it. So,
right.
As we said, the Panthers in the Super Bowl, they routed the Cardinals.
Yeah, it wasn't even fun to watch.
It was fun to watch
for you. I'm
like a little biased here, but
sweet. They're gonna do something. Oh, Carson Palmer, did you just throw another?
Yeah, no, I was
sweet.
I was getting worried, obviously, because Panthers this season have been awful in the second half. I think we all know that.
Yeah.
And I was starting to get a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. But we got that field goal drive to start the second half, and I kind of calmed down. And then, wow,
dude, it didn't stop.
Jake Delhomme evolved into Carson Palmer.
Yeah. Oh my God, what happened, dude? I was so hyped for Carson Palmer and seeing Larry Fitzgerald and whatnot, but it was that pass. It was that pass rush, and
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we talked about. The path was.
The path. Yeah, it's. You know what? It was hard to come out of the mouth because it was just hard to watch. But it was good. It was if you're a Panthers fan, it must have felt good.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I'll go on tangent number one here. I wasn't old enough to remember the first Panthers Super Bowl. So this for me is the first time.
Oh, true.
I've ever experienced this for any sport.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a Suns fan.
You know what? I don't know that feeling yet. I just don't. So congrats, man.
Yeah. So this was my first professional sports team I've been a fan of that has reached their respective championship game.
And this will be your most stressful Super Bowl you'll ever watch.
Yes, it will be.
Having fun.
One of our buddies who's going to be on the round table was, he was talking about, we're getting this party set up.
Yeah, no, you
I'm not going to be able to make it, man. I might take a rain check.
Oh, man.
I'm a little better in my room.
Yeah, good luck with that. It's going to be stressful, but honestly, what if it, the stress must have gone down a little bit when you found out, the Broncos won.
Mm-hmm. I think, I wouldn't have been able to take... If the Panthers game were first, that second game would have been a lot worse for me.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know, I think what, bummed me out the most was that it just wasn't even a competition.
Yeah, it wasn't...
That's just because I'm not a Panthers fan. If I was,
I totally get that.
Yeah.
If I wasn't a fan, if the Broncos beat the Patriots 49-15... Yeah. I would have been tuned out. I would have been, continuing my binge of The Office.
Yeah, I am excited for the Super Bowl though because the Panthers really lived up to the hype this year. If we just want to talk about it as a whole for the year, man,
they've been incredible. And one thing I was thinking about is, I think one of the big storylines this year has been how the Panthers, nobody has really believed in the Panthers. Everybody, one and done. They don't have a chance against the Hawks, and then the Cardinals. They're a lot better,
Yeah.
Weak schedule, Cam's been carried by the defense. I mean, I've heard it all, but I mean, I think as a Panthers fan myself, I don't think I truly understand how good this team is. I think this team is really, really good.
Yeah.
People are going to come out and say, "Oh, it's all Palmer. Palmer made mistakes." I mean, but our defense is causing that.
Yeah, exactly. They were forced by something. And I agree. That's such like a true statement. I didn't know how good this team was.
I didn't either. I've watched every single snap of every single game.
Yeah, and I mean now it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. I mean, when you beat the Falcons 38-0 and the Bucks 38-10. Oh,
I'm sorry about that one, buddy.
I'm sorry about that one,
dude.
Dude, but that's good and all, but then you come out,
you're like, let's face some.
I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, no, I didn't either. And the thing is, like, it's hard to identify what exactly was the best part of the Panthers, on Sunday.
Exactly, I know, because
they played strong.
You can
around.
say the defense carried them, but
look at the scoreboard,
Yeah, what 390 all-purpose yards, 4 total touchdowns.
Yeah.
He looked great on his feet again after rushing for. He didn't play too well, ground wise.
He hasn't. It's like he hasn't even won into the ground game in a while.
And then there was that one drive. Oh, it was beautiful. The 2 straight running plays.
Yeah.
And then he flew in the end zone. Oh, Cam Newton have my job.
Yeah, it was like I was happy.
That's Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly, he's my man crush. Luke. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not the only one, man. I'm sure his jersey's
my girlfriend's a little jealous.
Okay, that's good. You guys have like a.
No. You know how some couples do like the if you see a celebrity. Yeah. My one free pass is Luke Kuechly. Hers is Ryan Gosling or whatever. Mine's Luke.
Yeah. But if it was Luke Kuechly and you saw him, she'd ask for an invite or something. But I don't know.
Oh, he's perfect. Do you want to actually? I know we've been. It's been a couple minutes. We should probably get into this in the actual game.
Yeah. Let's talk about the game.
So, do you want to? Let's keep doing Panthers here, and then we'll get into the Broncos. We'll do that. Yeah. I think stay a little short on that.
Because as much as it was a domination, there's still things you can identify with this game.
Also, just a side note, this is gonna be a little shorter pod. We had finals today for our winter term, and then we're actually headed to Atlanta. I think we mentioned that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the ATL.
And so we actually both need to pack for that. We're leaving tomorrow morning. So, but this will be going on Tuesday, though.
We had to do this.
Yeah, we had to do this. So this will be around 30, 45 minutes, and then see if we can put a pad out in Atlanta. No promises, but we'll see what we can do. And then, but we got a special surprise for you guys with the round table, the Oscars round table when you come back. So no worries.
So the game.
So obviously Panthers pounded them.
What do you think were the strengths that the Panthers had? Or what were you looking for when you started watching the game? You're like this.
Definitely the edge rush. I'm gonna avoid the word pass.
Why?
This is gonna be a running joke, isn't it? I swear I can speak. I swear. So definitely looking for the edge rush with Jared Allen out. Seeing how Coney Ealy would step up. And I was expecting a big game for our tackles in Quan Short. I mean, he doesn't get enough credit. He's amazing. Their interior linemen are just fantastic. And then our linebackers, Keek and Davis, just came out swinging also.
So I think they didn't get enough credit because it's they always kind of lose it,
Yeah.
So now it's all right, they've earned it. That kind of respect.
But also going back to Davis's injury is bad.
Yeah.
Broke his arm, obviously, and he says he's going to be able to play through it, but
I mean, it's a broken arm.
Fractured his arm.
That's tough to play through, but
they're gonna club it up and shoot him up with some
JJ
cortisone.
Watt's ride, right?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want to miss a Super Bowl if you're a player. That's not.
Yeah, no, he came out and said that he's not missing this.
I would hate that.
But I mean, he might be down an arm.
Yeah, but you have so much strength in that, in the defense.
Yeah, and our linebacking core is deep. You had Shaq Thompson playing opposite Larry Fitzgerald for the whole first half.
Yeah.
He's really athletic. He's almost like a Thomas Davis 2.0, kind of like you're not sure what position he is coming out of the draft, just like Davis was a safety in college. Came out, it was a kind of pick where this guy's athletic, he has good football IQ, doesn't really have a position, and then they kind of groomed him to be a linebacker. That's kind of what they're doing with Shaq Thompson.
Yeah.
So look for him to have a big, if Davis doesn't play, and even if he does, they're going to have to, he's not going to be able to play every single snap. So Shaq Thompson will be a big X factor in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Got AJ Klein too. So we're deep in the position. But still, I mean, Davis, did you see that one play when David Johnson was getting hot a little bit? Cardinals came back, and next drive after the David Johnson touchdown, he just speared him like 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It was the same drive that he broke his arm on.
Oh,
I don't know if you remember that. But earlier in the drive, it was just like a classic Thomas Davis play. He's just incredible. I'm really glad to see him finally get some recognition this year. He got his first All-Pro of his career.
Good. Yeah, I love when that happens. Speaking of, on the Cardinals side, like Patrick Peterson played pretty well. Like he had some bad penalties, but like
he did. He actually got burned a couple. Our receivers were creating some separation,
and that's why he like had the penalties, right? Because he's like, I can't catch up right now, so let me like pull the jersey.
Yeah, he had a couple penalties, but you saw, I know Funch was creating some separation on a couple of routes. I'm really looking forward to next year. I mean, season's not over yet. Looking for next year, but him and KB will be really good. And then even Ted Ginn was creating some separation against Patrick Peterson. And then obviously he had the big muff punt that kind of swung the momentum. I don't know if that was the game-changing play. That was so early.
Yeah, there was a lot of like game-changing plays, I guess you could say, because it's like, oh, maybe the Panthers, not the Panthers, the Cardinals are driving.
Maybe not game-changing, but definitely momentum. Just
it's so important, momentum, in this kind of game. And that's one of the strengths I think of the Panthers defense is like
they really feed off momentum.
Yeah, you're not gonna if Cam has a great drive, you can possibly not lose that momentum, and that's big in Super Bowl.
Exactly. And one thing is the Panthers offense is definitely obviously they have the best run game in the NFL, so a lot of really long sustained drives. Everybody says we're big play offense scoring like 3 plays, but no, we have like 11 play 80-yard 7-minute drives all the time. And you will have the long Corey Brown touchdowns every once in a while, but then you have the 3 third down conversions where Jay Stu rushes for 40 yards in the drive.
Yeah, no, it's they have so many options, especially if like you don't know if Cam might run it.
Exactly, he's always a threat.
Yeah, it's hard. Okay, I'm trying to think about like how I could talk about the Cardinals here. I tried with Patrick Peterson.
I think one thing will be really interesting to see is what they do with Palmer.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing where, he's getting on in age.
Right? Like
he's old.
And this was it. This was like
he's torn his ACL a couple times.
He's got
obviously
the
this was not an ideal performance for an NFC Championship game.
I mean, there are teams looking for a quarterback. Like,
I
don't think he'll leave though.
He probably won't leave. I mean, they reached the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, exactly. That's big.
They had a fantastic season.
Yeah.
They'll probably pull one of the, they'll probably draft a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
And have Palmer groom him.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of cool that, like, of all the quarterbacks in that round, 3 were first overall picks. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. Manning, Palmer, and
then there's
Cam.
Brady.
And then this is going to be, I don't know if it might be the first ever matchup of number 1 overall picks in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And I know it's the first Super Bowl where first and second overall selections from the same draft have faced off with Cam and Von Miller.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's a cool dynamic to the game.
Mm-hmm. And another thing I want to talk about, not necessarily Cardinals Panthers wise, but just Super Bowl wise, is I think this has been mentioned a couple of times, but the storyline, the old school versus new school.
It's like
with both Peyton and Cam, but then kind of team mentality wise. Obviously, Panthers get some criticism for being cocky or whatever. It's but
you're allowed to be cocky when you're
It's not even cocky. They're just having fun.
Traditional for like teams to like have that kind of.
I don't understand what's wrong with having fun.
No. There's nothing wrong.
No, I'm not addressing you. I'm just saying. In general,
But like I don't get it because Cam will have his fun, but then he'll play good football. He'll do good things outside of football.
The thing that's kind of changed this year is his play is finally kind of measured up to his personality.
Yeah, at that sophomore slump, I remember him getting a lot of doubts from people. Now it's like a 1-year thing.
And earlier in his career, he's putting up the stats, but not the win-loss record. And then you had 2 years ago.
5 years ago, they were like a lottery team or whatever.
Yeah, 2011.
Like that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
What a great, transition.
Yeah.
One thing for going ahead, let's just go ahead and talk about like a storyline for the Super Bowl. My favorite is like, as someone that's not a fan of, I would love to see I'm just gonna straight up say like I'd love to see the Panthers win because I'm in North Carolina.
You can continue hosting this show with me. Co-hosting the show with me.
True. I also don't want to die. So, but like it's interesting for someone like if they don't have a team to root for, it's Peyton Manning's possibly last Super Bowl, possibly last game he plays in the NFL.
Yeah, probably will be.
Yeah, against this like young, cool, really dominant Panthers team. It would be like tough for me to choose. It'd be like, okay, cool. Like I want to see Peyton Manning go out, well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
If I wasn't a Panthers fan, I'd probably be going for Peyton.
Right.
I've always been a big Peyton fan.
Broncos Cardinals, I would absolutely be going for Peyton.
Yes, I totally agree, and not just because the Cardinals beat the Panthers. I'm fine with the Cardinals. I hate the Seahawks. But the Cardinals are fine. They're a good team. They've been shit for a while. They deserve this. Yeah. I mean, Arians is a great coach. They put together a great team. I love Fitz.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, I want to see that kind of thing, which is one thing that, like, it's not hard, even though, like, as a Falcons fan, I don't hate the Panthers because 5 years ago they were a bad team.
Exactly.
And I would love to see the Falcons someday be in the same position. However long you take that when they were a bad team, when you take that scale, however far back you want to take it, it would be nice for the Falcons to reach that. We're not talking about the Falcons right now.
We're not going to talk about the Falcons.
But good stories all around in the Super Bowl. Do we want to talk about the other game?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All
and
right.
maybe come back to once we go through the Broncos game, maybe come back for like one or two more storylines we like in the Super Bowl. Yeah,
because I would love to get back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should address the other side.
Yeah, definitely. So this was a really good game, and I think we have to eat some crow here, and we gave the Broncos no chance in our preview.
Yeah, no shot. Like,
and I know I grew up in New England, and one of my friends from back home was kind of calling me out for jinxing it a little bit. And after the pod, he was like, they have a chance. I wouldn't say outright that the Pats are going to win this game.
The after school special jinx each year, man.
But this was the Broncos defense played out of their mind. I had never seen. Let's not go big ESPN talking head here, but I don't remember the last time I've seen a defensive line just completely obliterate an offensive line like the Broncos did the Patriots.
Well, so the thing is that I'm not super analytical, but also I can look at the Broncos, their playoff run, and just kind of see that, yes, the Broncos have a strong defense because Peyton Manning was just not playing well.
Yeah, people are giving him praise. He did not play well in this game.
Yeah. I mean, he missed threw 2 touchdowns, but like, what do you have, 180 yards?
Yeah, he had 176.
Yeah.
176. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no picks, but he missed a couple receivers open in the end zone.
Yeah.
On multiple occasions.
But it was really the defense that like carried him this game. Man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Absolutely, like they stopped the Pats.
How good is Von Miller? How good is the combo of Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware? Look at the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys. They released DeMarcus Ware. They let DeMarcus Ware go, and they bring in Greg Hardy. What does that say about your franchise?
Names, man.
The Cowboys.
They're another story, man.
Yeah.
RG3, what's up, man?
No, Johnny. I want Johnny football to go to Dallas. Think about that.
I would love that.
Just
too.
imagine that.
I would love that too.
That'd be great.
We're talking storylines here. What a storyline!
That'd be fantastic.
Because like he'll get some playing time because God knows Tony Romo's gonna be injured again.
Yeah.
Like he said, he had 4 years left in football. Brady's like, I've got 10. Like
let's not talk about Johnny football.
Let's talk about Brady.
Brady looked off to me. I mean, obviously, you're going to be a little off when you have pressure in your face almost every play, and you're getting knocked down 20-plus times, but he wasn't too accurate.
Yeah.
He had the fantastic throw to Gronkowski on the 4th down, and then for the last touchdown.
Yeah. I think... I don't even want to say this statement because it's so, keyboard warrior kind of thing, but you have to sort of anticipate that as a team that passes exclusively because you have no run game because of injuries, you have to expect that they're going to go after you every single play.
Yeah. And you saw the Broncos were just rushing 3 or 4 and just dropping 5 D-backs.
So I think maybe as Belichick, you have to write a lot of plays to anticipate that, go.
I think is Belichick losing it? I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I think he got outcoached in this game.
Yeah, he did. That was what I was. Yeah, I don't know if he's losing it.
The Pats have been just riddled with injuries, but
yeah,
I mean, you gotta establish some kind of run game. Even if it's not a run game, just establish a screen game.
Yeah, screen game is absolutely important. If you're not, when you have no options in the running game, it just seems like the next logical thing that they're coming at me, blitzing every
And they tried to. James White had like 16 targets out of the backfield, but a lot of those were wheel routes. They ran like 4 consecutive wheel routes in the fourth quarter.
I mean, at least they tried.
One drive, and they converted like 1.
Yeah.
So you just you can't keep, you gotta change up the play call a little bit.
Yeah. It's like, did they get outplayed or outcoached?
When Brady's your leading rusher, something's wrong.
Yeah.
I
saw him run so many times, and you said it. I think like you said it. It looks like he's running in slow motion.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, both of these quarterbacks had long runs in this game.
How do you get
by long,
Brady to
like
have 2 consecutive 11-yard runs or something like that? You know what? I love it.
I want to see. I forget who. I think this was saw this on Twitter that someone was like, "I'll pay $100 to see a 40-yard dash between the 4 conference champion quarterbacks."
See, that would be funny.
Cam versus Carson Palmer, Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady.
It's like if you were to get Usain Bolt to enter a high school track competition. That would be Cam against every other quarterback.
Probably,
yeah.
Another thing I want to talk about was just the atrocity that was the CBS announcing.
Oh, dude, what happened to good commentators?
I don't know, man.
It's a bummer. Why do I watch? I would rather put the game on mute and just talk to people around me, and I would rather have this pod on during the podcast during the game. We could maybe. I'm not saying we're gonna get better commentary, but
why is Phil Simms a professional commentator?
Peyton Manning's in the league. That's why. Okay.
It's despicable. A couple of those, Payne had some bad throws. And he was like, "Oh yeah, that's a great decision by Payne throwing it away there. That's a professional move. He, has the wherewithal to get rid of it." It's like, no, he just missed a receiver.
Yeah.
When he's throwing it out of the back of the end zone, missing wide open guys for touchdowns, it's like, "Oh yeah, this is a good move." And
yeah.
What do you?
I want to see. That's why, okay, I'm not a. Oh my goodness, how am I losing his name? I think I've tried to get him out of my life. Baltimore, player retired.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis. I'm not a fan of his, but he gives football insight. He was a player. I want to hear what he has to say for that regard. Phil Simms, man, what do you? You were a quarterback. What is Peyton Manning thinking about right now? That's what I want to hear. What is why did he make the decision he just did?
They had a, I think it was Jay Feely, former kicker in the NFL, as a sideline correspondent. They had their official kicking correspondent or whatever, and he was providing more insightful information than Simms was.
Why did Gostowski what did he miss that?
Yeah, I mean, first missed extra point since 2005, I think.
Yeah, was it pressure?
It's crazy. Because
he did.
Feely actually said, he pointed out that his plant foot landed wrong, and he was
which is I'm glad. I want to hear that, because what was going through my head when I saw that is he maybe what did he overthink it?
I guess
they did move the spot of the kick, but not that matters, but that was kind of crucial.
Well, everybody was joking that Goodell is he's out for the Patriots, out for revenge for Deflategate.
Oh my god.
That's
why I was looking forward to this game. I'm like, what are they going to talk about? Deflategate, or are they even going to mention Peyton Manning?
They're all constructing the convoluted conspiracy theories that Goodell moved the extra point back just for this game.
I mean, show me the evidence against it.
We need some better announcers.
Yeah.
I wish NBC had the Super Bowl every year. I like Al Michaels.
Yeah. Give me
Ian Eagle's fine. I like Ian Eagle.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that he can't pronounce his own name right, but it's not about business.
He'll get it eventually. I don't know. Yeah, we need better commentary.
We really do.
Do we know who's doing the Super Bowl?
It's CBS.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just gonna be.
Well, let's see what they have to
in
say
the corner
about
with
Cam.
Yeah. It's gonna be bad.
What do you? Okay, can we talk about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, let's go back.
We were talking about storylines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to see this quarterback duel, but it's the two teams have a completely different mindsets, as you were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Old school, new school, whatever you want to call it. Because Peyton Manning doesn't necessarily have to throw a touchdown to win this game. What if the Broncos defense shows up again and they just shut down Cam?
That's what I'm scared of.
Yeah.
I'm fairly. I don't know how I want to phrase this. I would say I'm fairly confident. Just because their offense, I don't see them putting up more than 20 against us, and I think we always have at least one turnover in opposing territory. We have some weapons. The Broncos aren't as great against the run, and I mean, I forget how many games in a row we have now with more than 100 yards rushing. It seems like you can pencil us in for at least 100 every game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think Cam getting out and scrambling a little bit is going to be key. Just taking a safety or a linebacker's priority. If they establish the read option or just establish him
just
as a running threat.
Yeah.
In any sense. The Broncos defense is so good.
It's good, but because the Panthers have so many options, I don't want to say they have a million options, but if you shut down Cam, you have a run game, because you can shut down Cam in long passes, but as you were saying earlier, they can still do long drives up to the end zone. That's not something that's out of their playbook.
Yeah,
but they can also turn around and do a burst kind of thing.
And you always have the threat for the 80-yard Teddy catch or
But then
whatever.
you could say the same thing. The Panthers could be guessing, how do we take on the Broncos right now? Peyton Manning could be good, he could be bad. Who knows? That's a coin flip. That's scary.
You just can't throw it more than 15 yards.
Yeah.
I think you throw Josh Norman on Thomas. Thomas didn't look great in this game.
Yeah, I want him to be better in the Super Bowl, because I think without him,
Emmanuel
it's going to be a
looked a lot
tough
better than him.
game to win.
Yeah, so Norman will be on either one of them. McLean didn't look awful against the Cardinals, and then Finnegan's fine as a slot corner. I don't know who their third receiver isn't blowing anybody out of the water. I'm not worried about Owen Daniels.
Yeah, didn't he have a couple good games?
Yeah, he's just the white receiver or white tight end, I should say. That the Broncos always have. They always have one, whether it's Tammy or whoever. But you saw Gronk lit the Broncos up. Yeah. If Olsen can do half of what Gronk did, that'd be fine. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Sorry for interrupting. One last point with the Broncos defense is the Panthers run a really good max protect scheme, where they'll keep Olsen or Ed Dixon in along with Tolbert or maybe even Stewart, and they'll have 2 or 3 guys extra blocking, and they'll just have 3 guys running routes. Yeah. And Cam's really good. The play calling by Mike Shula has been amazing this year. Yeah, absolutely. And he's been criticized in years past. And I haven't been his biggest fan in the past, but he's been calling some good games this year. So where are we at now in terms of prediction points? So right now we're tied. Yep. For the Super Bowl. And thing is, I don't want to, because it looks like we're both leaning Panthers. But what kind of ending is that? What if maybe? Do you want to do? No, you should absolutely take the Panthers. It's wrong for you not to take the Panthers. I know, but if we both take because I don't want to make you pick the Broncos. No, okay. So do you want to figure something out for a tiebreaker? Oh, do you want to guess the score? Pro Bowl should be the tiebreaker. Yes. That will give it some importance, man. All right. Who do you? Well, the teams aren't even picked yet. Yeah, they're not. Well, I'll just take one. I'll take AFC. Well, it's not even AFC. It's the fantasy draft. Oh, wait. Remember? Yeah, it's the fantasy. It's Michael Irvin versus Deion Sanders. Is that it? I feel I thought that oh, no. Sorry, Jerry Rice had a team or something like that. Did he not? Sure. Michael Irvin and Jerry Rice. Okay, I think it was I don't know, might be crazy. I feel like Sanders was involved at some point. I mean, he probably will be. Are you going Irvin or Jerry Rice on this one? Listen, man. Growing up, Jerry Rice was my favorite player when I was in the womb or whatever. Whenever he was, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Jerry Rice. Okay, I'll go Michael Irvin then. All right, make it interesting. Let's do this, man. Okay, give you guys a reason to watch the Pro Bowl, y'all. We're both going Panthers, I guess, right? Yeah. All right. Now I have to watch the Pro Bowl. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good game, though. And we'll see if we do an ATL pod. We'll maybe talk a little bit more. Maybe. See if there's any more developments. Yeah. Or you know what? If we do an ATL pod, let's talk Atlanta teams. Let's talk Purple Rain. Oh, yeah. Let's do some future. Okay. We got to do we can jam out on the ride there. I'd love to do that. Get some future. Okay. Let's try to make that happen. If not, I'm sorry. But think about it. We'll try to get it happen. Yeah. All right, so we'll take a quick break here, and then we're going to come back with just 5-10 minutes of Prisoners. We'll be right back. we're back with some movie talk. We got Ian's movie of the week.
I'm excited. This is the first week, man.
So I watched Prisoners, and man, I was blown away.
Yeah, good movie.
This was a really good movie.
Yeah,
And
I just said good movie, and I'm like, that's wrong. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. So this is directed by my favorite director, Denis Villeneuve. Starring, we got one of my favorite actors, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Mm-hmm. One of my man crushes, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he was really good in this.
He was really good.
So we
also have to mention who I thought was like the superstar of this movie. We had who plays the crazy guy? Paul Dano.
Paul Dano. He was really good.
Seemingly always plays the crazy guy, but still, like Paul Dano.
I mean, he does it well.
Yeah, exactly. You just do it so well.
Really well.
Keep it up, man.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal essentially played the same guy, but we can get to that.
Yeah.
You get to that.
So I'm not going to say this is necessarily no spoilers or spoilers. I'll try to refrain. But I mean, if it comes up, I'm just going to say it. So if you really, really, really want to watch this movie, maybe skip it and come back to it. But if you really don't care too much, I'm not going to give the exact ending away.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go maybe 2/3 of the way through with spoilers. So just basic plot. So we got two families. We got
was it
Hugh Jackman and then Viola Davis. Mm-hmm. Viola Davis was the mom in the other family. What was that?
Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, another really good actor. I mean, this is a stacked cast.
Yeah.
So each of their daughters gets presumably kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Dano is found to be like the preliminary suspect,
mm-hmm.
and evidence looks like
it's like stacked against him.
It's stacked against him.
This guy's it.
But then they don't find enough evidence. He gets released, and essentially the rest of the movie is Hugh Jackman trying to like
vigilanteing.
Kind of get the answer out of him, and then Gyllenhaal's kind of piecing together evidence. It's really good and a lot of really good twists. I thought Jake Gyllenhaal was amazing in this.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was really good.
Like this movie for me was like, wow, Jake Gyllenhaal's talented. Like,
yeah,
this guy's got it.
And I've loved him. Donnie Darko's a really good movie.
Oh, true. Yeah.
He's like Jake. I was a joke. Jake Gyllenhaal's the king of psychological thrillers. I think every movie he's been in, has been a psychological thriller.
I want to see him branch out, but
Source
at the same
Code.
time, I'm so down to watch more of that.
Yeah.
Oh, Source Code.
Source Code was good. Yeah. I enjoyed that. It wasn't a fantastic movie, but in the theater that was good.
Yeah, it was a theater movie.
Just like in the movie, like his eye twitch. I don't know if you remember that. Like his I don't know if it's like a Tourette's kind of.
Yeah, I think it was like supposed to be like a sign of like of a past that he had some sort of like anger.
Really?
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. That's how I took it at least. Like this guy's kind of not stable.
Yeah, and he had the tattoos, which were supposedly all had some kind of meaning.
Mm-hmm.
The on his knuckles, I forget if it was like Greek letters.
Yeah, he had letters on there for sure.
If you looked at it from afar, it looked like it spelled out maze.
Whoa.
Which was really cool. I always do deep dives on movies after I watch them.
Yeah, this would be a fun one to deep dive into.
Yeah, I watched like the ending explained or whatever.
Sweet. Yeah.
And the script originally came with Gyllenhaal after Just script. Just say it.
Yeah, just say it.
So Gyllenhaal.
It's too good of a movie, really. Not.
So he's hearing the whistle of Hugh Jackman, and the original script supposedly had him like find Jackman, like open it up, and he looks in the light and ends.
Mm-hmm.
But then as they were shooting it, they were like, let's just kind of cut it off here, and there's probably like a 98% chance that Gyllenhaal ends up finding Hugh Jackman. There's that little sliver that maybe like
I loved that
Gyllenhaal just kind of ignores it. I really liked it. It was a really nice touch.
Honestly, ending was like that was because there's always these psychological thrillers where like there's like one of two endings. Like either he's dead or I don't know. Like basically like there's always it could be really cookie cutter. And this one's like, well, it could be or it couldn't be. This one's up to you, and I thought that was great.
Yeah. I have in my notes here another great Jake Gyllenhaal moment in this movie. When they're doing the interrogation of the maze guy that they found, the captain comes in. He's, "Do me a favor, Captain, go f*** yourself." That was just like came out of nowhere. It was said so well delivered,
dude. Okay, this is probably in your notes, so I don't want to jump over you, but like my favorite part of the movie was like the freak out, Jake Gyllenhaal's freak out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, that was
incredible.
Like, because it was like, wasn't it silent? And then suddenly just like, he just gets loud. It's like bang, bang, bang. And that's when like he's
really
losing
good.
control and like, oh, what a good. The acting in this movie was phenomenal.
It was so good.
Like it really gets you like cringing.
Oh, and it was beautifully shot too. I believe this was Roger Deakins, who's like one of my
snow
favorite cinematographers.
and like all.
And I love
captured what the movie.
One of the deep dive videos I saw was Villeneuve talking about when Gyllenhaal's onto Jackman and he sees him going towards the old apartment complex or whatever it was where he was holding Dano. And then there's like a trash or a garbage truck behind him, behind Gyllenhaal as he's waiting. And then Jackman notices that Gyllenhaal's following him and walks into like a liquor store. Yeah. It was raining, and then in the middle of the scene it turns to snow. Whoa. And Villeneuve like said that it was kind of like a lucky thing, I think, where it just kind of happened. But he also kind of was hoping for it to happen, and just it was a whole breakdown of that scene, and it was just I love those.
The whole like the weather set, and like the shots just set up the eeriness of the whole.
And just
movie.
The small town vibe. Yeah, it was beautifully shot, and
even down to like the neighborhood they chose. For,
and you could. I liked how in the first quarter of the movie you can kind of feel where everything was in the neighborhood. I like that.
Like these families were like, you cared for these families because they were clearly friends and like. Yeah.
One thing I didn't love was I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the Jackman's son and then Viola Davis's daughter. Yeah. I don't think they were fully developed, and they just kind of like appeared and disappeared in random parts of the movie.
Like, didn't the son have some sort like he had problems with the father?
Yeah.
And like I wish Hugh Jackman is like an absent father, and like, it's gonna be a long movie if you talk about like the effect that like Jackman.
I know, but he could have been in like you
could put him in scenes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Another thing, mentioning the son, the first scene. Do you remember that with you hear the deer, or it's the deer in the forest, and then you hear the Jackman saying the Our Father prayer, and then it pans out and it's Jackman with a rifle, a hunting rifle. Yeah, I think it was really good. That was a really cool. Good scene.
That was a good way to start the movie. Yeah.
Another thing I really liked in the movie was with the whole maze stuff. Yeah. It wasn't fully explained, and I feel like people could use that as a criticism to kind of say that, they kind of half-assed it with not really going too deep into the whole backstory behind the mazes. Through my deep dive, I did learn more about it, but I really liked how they kind of had some unanswered questions. Okay. And you can go really into this whole thing about the maze, and basically what it was the mastermind behind, because obviously you find out that Dano and the other maze guy who ends up committing suicide in the prison, the interrogation room, they had been previously captured by, what's her name? Not Marie. The crazy aunt.
Crazy aunt.
Melissa Leo. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I remember when this movie was being done, Melissa Leo had like a minor role, and they were wondering why she was just this random aunt. But so her and her husband had been the masterminds behind this, and essentially her husband had kind of created this thing where they would give the children they captured mazes, unsolvable mazes, and they basically said, if you solve this, you can get out. But they were unsolvable. So then that kind of trauma starts the whole, drawing the mazes. And
I'm kind of drawing a blank here. When the crazy aunt, when she captures, who's she drug?
She drugs, both the kids and then Jackman. She drugs Jackman.
Is there a maze involved in that?
Well, she just, when the kids are captured after they're drugged, she gives them mazes, unsolvable mazes, and says, if you can, there was one like brief shot where it showed a maze with, if you can solve this and go home or something like that.
I've only seen this movie once. Now, now that we're talking about it, I'm really excited. I want to maybe see it again.
I think it would be better with the second watch. Yeah. So you can kind of go back and see some of the details. I want them to
explain, because I remember the first time I was watching, I'm like, okay, the mazes are like cool and creepy, but like why are they?
Yeah, it wasn't fully formed,
and I wish they did.
You have to go back a little,
because I remember like, here's a maze, we kind of got it, and then like snakes, right? Yeah. And then like, wait, what happened in the maze? Like, what's the explanation?
I understand that. Yeah. I think sometimes I understand when people say a common criticism of these kind of movies is you shouldn't have to go on a deep dive after. You shouldn't have to watch it twice to understand everything. But I kind of like that,
I do, but imagine you're like someone going to the theater to watch this movie. I feel like I would enjoy it more if I didn't have to go do that extra research.
I understand that.
Because you're someone that really likes movies and is going to go do this research. I didn't do this, and I just left with a question. You know?
Yeah, well, see, this is why they make superhero movies. So people who don't love movies can go see them and understand everything.
So hard. My intelligence level was... No, that's so accurate. Like, I go to movies to enjoy them, you know, but...
but I think you can still enjoy this without fully understanding the deep and rich backstory behind the mazes.
Yeah, but it just seems like something they added because it was creepy, you know? Like, it was creepy.
I will say the snakes might have been a little overdone.
I thought that was cool.
Also, that was like one of the biggest movies for me in a movie ever.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what is this?
Wait, just this movie had so many moments for me. I was like, one of like the moments where I've just never felt so like, I never wanted to leave a theater more than when during the when Hugh Jackman has Paul Dano inside of the
that was insane.
Like the shower, and he just kept turning on like the hot water, and he was torturing him. That torture scene was so hard.
The one shot where all you can see is the light coming in, and it's just his eye, and you can see like the matted blood.
Yeah, and it was like swollen. And the thing is, like, I cringed, and then I'm like, oh, thank God, like next scene, and then he goes back, and back, and like that. That was great, by the way.
I think just the ability for us to feel this way is just something that makes this movie so great. It's just I'm
glad that they had that he went back and back, because like it shows not only like Hugh Jackman's determination, like how he's kind of going crazy, but like, oh man, it makes you feel for the guy he has captured, you know.
And we talked about last week with The Revenant how we thought it might have been a little too long. This was 2.5 hours, and I had no problem.
I had
with
no
this.
problem with the length of this movie.
I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Yeah. They really got the suspense right in this movie that I wanted to stay and watch.
It was really good.
Yeah. So anyway, what would you give this? Do you want to do a rating system or no?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay,
let's do a rating system. I didn't think of this before. I'm gonna go ahead and give this 9 stars.
Okay.
9 out of 10.
9 out of
I was
10.
gonna say 9.5, but I want to set a high standard here. I'm gonna go with 9. This was a really good movie.
Yeah, I
really enjoyed it. It was one of the best thrillers I've seen in a while.
Good, man. I won't give the review. This is all your.
We'll save this.
9 out of 10, guys. If you're gonna go watch this, like it's a book club or something like that.
Yeah, and
please
again,
tweet at us.
Yeah, I'll put a timestamp when we're through with spoilers. But again, I really, really recommend you go see this. Fantastic movie, beautifully shot, great acting, great storyline.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Kind of movie. Really
yeah.
Good.
So we'll see you guys. If not next week, definitely 2 weeks. We'll have our Ask a Roundtable. We'll introduce you to our 2 friends, Alex and Reed.
Have a good time, man.
Yeah, it'll be a great time.
Talk about the Super Bowl, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the.
Well, we'll do a post Super Bowl show.
Yeah.
Where I can either cry myself to sleep on the pod, or I can rub it in everybody's face. Either one.
And we can be transformed into Phil Simms and talk about Peyton Manning the entire time. We can do that. I
might leave halfway through. Okay. In the meantime, just want to plug ourselves a little bit. We haven't done this yet, but you can go follow us on Twitter at AfterSchoolPod. Mm-hmm. And then also, we'd really appreciate it if you guys, we are on iTunes full time now. We're on SoundCloud and iTunes. You can find us at the After School Special on either. We'd really appreciate a review on iTunes. It really helps us out.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's probably a long shot, but if we can get on like the new and noteworthy on iTunes, you only have 8 weeks to do that. So if we can get some good reviews in the meantime, that'd really...
Let's do this, viewers. 8 weeks.
That'd really mean a lot to all 10 of you out there.
Yeah.
It would really mean a lot. So if you guys could go do that, we'd really appreciate it. Give us a shout on Twitter. Give us a follow. No follow backs, but...
We're exclusive.
Yeah. So we really enjoyed this. I had a good time.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry for a little short. I mean, we went 45 minutes short. Like,
yeah, that's what you can expect from us. Great long content.
Yeah. Okay.
Even on our short episodes.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you guys later. Bye.